External borrowing ought to accelerate economic growth, especially when domestic financing is inadequate. It also improves total factor productivity through an increase in output, in which turn enhances gross domestic product (GDP) growth of a nation. Foreign debt has remained one of the major challenges facing low-income nations like Nigeria due to the constant budget deficit, unfavorable balance of payments, and most importantly, the inevitable need for industrialization. Thanks for joining us today on TV and Business Daily. I am Chiwendo Osisioko, and today we shall continue our discussion on the Nigerians' rising debt profile and the impact in the economy. The last time we discussed on the implications of COVID-19 on the debt profile. But before we go on with that discussion, let's look at what is happening in the business world. In 13 months, Nigeria spent 2.37 trillion naira on petrol imported into the country by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. Data released by the corporation have shown. The corporation said on Wednesday that its total revenue generated from the sales of white products for the period May 2019 to May 2020 stood at 2.39 trillion naira. It disclosed that petrol contributed about 98.84% of the total sale with a value of 2.37 trillion naira. The corporation said it made 92.58 billion naira through the sale of petrol in May 2020. NNPC Group General Manager Group Public Affairs Division Kenny Obateru explained that these were contained in the May 2020 version of the corporation's monthly financial and operations report. The international oil benchmark Brent crude rose on Wednesday to its highest since early March after a large decline in the United States crude inventories and supported by a weak dollar. Brent, which plugged to as low as $15.98 per barrel in April, its lowest since June 1999, has continued to rise in recent months on the back of the production cut by the opposition of petroleum exporting countries and the gradual easing of lockdowns by many countries. Brent, against which Nigerian crude is priced, was up $1.51 or 3.4% at $45.94 a barrel by 11:13 a.m. ET. US West Texas Intermediate rose by $1.52 or 3.7% to $43.22 a barrel. U.S. crude inventories fell by 7.4 million barrels in the week to July 31st to 518.6 million barrels, the Energy Information Administration has said. The power sector has recorded a peak generation of 5,377 megawatts. The transmission company of Nigeria has said. It disclosed this in a tweet via its official Twitter handle and stated that the new record was achieved on August 1st, 2020. TCN said the new record surpassed the previous peak generation figure of 5,375 megawatts recorded on the national grid in 2019. It said that the TCN hereby states that it has recorded an enhanced all-time peak generation of 5,377.8 megawatts on 1st of August 2020. And that is the business news on television Nigerian. I'm Chiwendo Osisioko. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back shortly.
Benignan Trading Group is a conglomerate of partnerships. Partnership with you. Partnership through investment for profit, investment for returns, cutting across various corporate business spheres. Benignan offers you credible and all investment with us. Benignan Trading Group, your choice's investment management company, has become a reality with the marketplace administrators carefully selected as young bright minds who would spearhead this move into creating more prosperity and distributing them. This is what we mean by benignant. So come, be benignant with our increasing community of happy and enthusiastic investors. Why not call us at any of our offices closest to you or dial our number? You'll be glad you did. You deserve the benignant touch.
BTG is your friend. BTG is your partner. BTG is your handbag. Yes, we are that flexible to become your handbag. We are your servants too. In the sense that we are using our information gathered The knowledge will come into the understanding and mastered to bring you profit. Yeah, BTG takes the risk for you. BTG is your conduit to become better. We also give you return on investment on a monthly basis. Formerly it was 6%, but now it's from 7% to 15% return on investment monthly, which is categorized by capital.
You can call us on 0907 685 9446 or 0909 22 97081 or visit us on www.benignantcg.com. We are your reliable conduit.
Thanks for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, it's TV and Business Daily. Like I said earlier, we should discuss Nigeria's rising debt profile and the impacts in the economy. The last time we discussed on the implications of COVID-19 on the Nigerian soaring debt. My guest is in the studio. He is an economic financial analyst, Mr. John Ochayin. You're welcome to TV and Business.
Thank you. Nice to be here once more.
Okay, the last time we spoke on the implications of this COVID-19 on the Nigerian soaring debt, and today we're going to be discussing more on the Nigerians' rising debt. What exactly can you explain about this rising debt?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to use the opportunity to thank Nigeria for their patience and use this opportunity to also thank the journalists for taking it upon themselves to sell a good information to the public. Coming back to the question of the rising debt in Nigeria. The rising debt in Nigeria is alarming. You could recall, I was here previously, we discussed on the same issue from the different perspective because we are looking at the indices on that aspect. But now we are looking at the rising of the debt and the impact in our society. Let me set an example before we come back to Nigeria. From the household, when you are earning, let's say, 1 million, and before the end of the month, you exhaust 1 million, and maybe you have to even borrow more to augment, because the 1 million is not enough to satisfy your want, because the resources is not enough to satisfy your want, because your needs are many. And then the proceed from your income has no return of investment to further bring more resources. And that, you find it very difficult. You continue to borrow to augment because as the economy may say, our want, our resources are insatiable because they cannot satisfy our want. And you continue to buy and you continue to exhaust whatever that is in your possession as a resources. And if you could not meet up, definitely you end up borrowing to augment. Just for instance, over time, Nigeria did not take advantage of the rainy days because we don't have a prototype template that were able to take us from this quagmire, that were able to take us away from this predicament, so to say, because it's a financial predicament. Because what will lead the borrowing is as a result of his failure to actualize his existing dream, cut clear strategy to propel the front line of his action. And that is exactly what Nigeria have done over time. And that is why let me just say, we are in a plug indebtedness. Nigeria has done very well in the areas of agriculture when we did not discover oil. But as the time we discovered the oil, it is the generations of the revenue made from the agriculture that was used to invest on the exploration of the crude oil that makes Nigeria to become mono economy as it is right now. The point is that Nigeria is self-sufficient because if you look at the country, we have arable land cut across the Federation. Go to Kano, is a desert, but through irrigation, Nigeria as a whole is being fed by the northern. The perishable goods such as onion, tomatoes, what have you mentioned but a few, are coming from what? Yeah, from the north. The cattle we consume, the beef, the red meat we consume, from cow, goat, ram, and what have you, is from the north. We abandon the agricultural sector and concentrate on the area because it's a quick money. And because of that, we could not diversify the economy. We could not diversify the economy in such a way that we will be self-sufficient. Rather, year in, year out, we continue to depend on IMF to borrow us. We continue to depend on the World Bank to lend us money. Or we run to the China, which over time we have been mortgaging the future of every citizen of Nigeria, mortgaging the future of the younger generation and generation yet unborn. And I could tell you for a fact, we are just moving like a moving train without a captain. Because if we continue like this, the way the excessive increase in our debt in our country, then we will not only plunge to recession, we will also plunge to what? To depression. And you know what that means? If Nigeria cannot sustain themselves, and then they cannot also as well fund the debt by servicing the debt, then automatically the Nigeria is coming to what? How do I put it? Nigeria is coming to a break-up because we cannot continue to depend on the international community and why we have the opportunity to explore, you understand, our country resources, and then we fail to do that. Because, for example, so that you'll be able to understand what I'm really talking. Okay. When you cover a chicken for a week without feeding that chicken, immediately you free the chicken and throw a corn. The chicken will run at that corn immediately because it was very hungry. That is what politicians over time have been doing to Nigeria. Every 4 years, when they win an election, they will go back to their old ways and cage us for next 4 years to come. Immediately after that 4 years, they will give us a little money they have stole from us and bring that little money, hundreds, so you can see some people are sharing bread and other stuff like that, and still put us in the same problem until we stand up to our feet as a citizen to say enough is enough, because politicians are the same all over in the whole world. But the situation where we're able to compel them to change, then they will change. In as much we could not compel them to change, they will not change. And that is why we are calling the ombudsman, the activist, you understand, to come out and do what? And compare through the activism. And that is the only way politicians will change. If we are waiting for them to change, no, they won't change.
All right, thank you so much. Before we go on a quick break, will you explain to us who pays back this debt?
It's you and I and other citizens and generation years unborn. Because there is no cutlass strategy to pay back this money, because we have not even developed the internal industry. In Kaduna, Kano, we have textile industry that we are exporting fabric from Nigeria to African country and all the other country in the world. What happened to our fabric industry? They are all dead. Look at Ajikuta Steel in Kogi. Russian designed that Ajikuta Steel to produce whatever that is supposed to produce. You can produce car, you can produce the iron, you can produce roofing sheet, you can produce any form of iron made of steel. Any society that does not have a steel company, you continue to remain backward, and that is why this retrogress is continued, because we don't have anything to export. We continue import, and the more you import, the more you weaken your naira. The more you import, the more you increase dollar over there. And what have we done with this kind of human brain we have in this country? Nigeria are brainarians. We have the capacity to manage our issues. We have the capacity to manage our industry. We have the capacity to manage, cut across every sectors of the economy without solely depend on this white monopoly that we are dancing to their tune. In a way, the Wataroni have explained to us in his book how Europe underdeveloped Africa. There is a book I'm working currently, Africa on the Wrong Radar, to counter what Wataroni have said in his book. Not to counter, to diminish him, but to tell the world that the level we have reached, now that we have been free to move, we have the capacity. We are capacitated to change and redesign our own frontline vision, such as the way Asia's tiger, such as Japan, China, Indonesia, Taiwan, you understand, Korea and North Korea have done to transform their share. The African can do it. That is why it's so much like Maman Gaddafi. The reason why he was killed, because he wanted to introduce what they call gold currency for Africa, so that when the Uibos are coming with their dollar, euro, and pound, this money will be converted to what? To the gold currency, so that it will increase the African money, so that the African money will become relevant amongst the world money. Because as it is that the African money is being drained on daily basis, because we are being compared to do what we are not supposed to do, and then we are being compared to continue to buy, and that is why they will come and extract our own resources by themselves. The oil mining in Nigeria, who is exploring the oil, is the same white tea, Oibo. Let me use the word white tea, the Oibos. We are always sitting down as a big man, you understand, getting little. Look at now, there is a saga between Nati and the NNPC, because there was a report from the Nati saying that there is a oil theft in Nigeria and other stuff like that. And at the end of the day, we don't even know how much we produce in a year. We don't even know how much that goes out in a year. And then there are a lot of theft. You understand? Oil bunkering everywhere. So these are reasons, you understand, we have this kind of problem. And if there is no cutlass strategies on how to plug back this money, Nigeria is going bankruptcy already, whether we like it or not. If such is not done, years to years, we continue to pay and we become a slave to the international world.
All right, thank you, Mr. John. Our time is fast spent, but we'll take a quick break, and after the break, you give us your final take.
Thank you so much.
Benignan Trading Group is a conglomerate of partnerships. Partnership with you. Partnership through investment for profit. Investment for returns, cutting across various corporate business spheres. Benignan offers you credible 15% returns on all investment with us. Benignant Trading Group, your choices investment management company, has become a reality with the marketplace administrators carefully selected as young bright minds who would spearhead this move into creating more prosperity and distributing them. This is what we mean by benignant. So come, be benignant with our increasing community of happy and enthusiastic investors. Why not call us at any of our offices closest to you or dial our number? You'll be glad you did. You deserve the benignant touch.
BTG is your friend. BTG is your partner. BTG is your handbag. Yes, we are that flexible to become your handbag. We are your servants too. In the sense that we are using our information we've gathered, the knowledge we've come into, the understanding and mastered to bring you profit. Yeah, BTG takes the risk for you. BTG is your conduit to become better. We also give you return on investment on a monthly basis. Formerly it was 6%, but now it's from 7% to 15% return on investment monthly, which is categorized by capital.
You can call us on 0907 685 9446 or 0909 22 97081 or visit us on www.benignantcg.com. We are your reliable conduit.
Thanks for staying with us, and we've been discussing on Nigerian's rising debt profile and impact in the economy. Our guest is an economic financial analyst, Mr. Jonah Chai. Okay, before we went on a quick break, I said you're going to say your final take, so let's have your final take.
I want to tell every citizen of Nigeria that if we allow economy manager to continue in this pace without compelling them to do the right thing, we are mortgaging our future. And to the politician out there and to the economic manager, if you destroy this country called Nigeria, there is no any other country you call your own. Do the right thing, because the evil that men do live with them, and it will definitely chase them tomorrow. I cannot be in a country where years to years we continue to repeat the same story. I cannot live in a country where years to years we will tell the same story to our generation to generation. This is not a country that our founding father left behind. This is not what they fought for. And for us to attain that height, let's copyright. Let's copy what other people do in the world. Malaysia have turned their country around. Dubai have turned Dubai a desert around. And at the same time, look at North Korea as at yesterday, have managed to turn their country around. It's not difficult for us to change our own country, Nigeria. We have land, we have best climate,